gentlemen. My name is Daniel. I am the younger brother of the groom, however, the bigger brother. And it's an honor to stand up here, especially as someone who's recently married in the past couple of years, to forge the Matthews brothers' path of being married. It's rare to be able to toast to someone that you've known for your entire life. And it's incredibly difficult to summarize the depth and the extent of our relationship, you know, with the amount of stories and events and just incredible transforming moments, I guess. So I'm gonna just summarize with a couple that I think define Brent. I'll get to you. Brent and I had the opportunity when I was a sophomore in college. We were able to attend a school for 1 year together, and for spring break of that year, we took a trip to Boston and New York City and went to visit a couple of friends that were at school up there. And it was a wonderful time at spring break. It was 75 degrees and sunny, and we were just so excited. And we came back that day, you know, wearing flip-flops and shorts, and we were supposed to land about midnight, and we were supposed to, and it's about a 2-hour drive back to school. So we were expected to be home around 2:30 for college students. That's not that big of a deal. So we were like, we're gonna have fun with it. Well, we land in Kansas City at midnight, and there's a blizzard occurring. And so Brent's looking down at his flip-flops, and you know, we're like, what are we gonna do? And so we actually meandered around the airport for about an hour trying to find our car because one of us lost the ticket, and of course all of the spaces are covered. So we're walking from lot to lot, and finally found it. And we're driving on the road at maybe 20 miles an hour with the windows down just because we can't see anything past the windshield, you know, maybe terrified that we were going to die. And so at this point, so, you know, it's already 1:30 in the morning. And I remember we came to a point where a police officer told us to get off the freeway, but this was before smartphones, and so we exited and heard him say the word detour, didn't know where to go, and so we just went right back on the on-ramp to get back on the freeway that was apparently shut down. And I remember we hit a dead stop, and Brent, being however patient he is also very strong-willed, some may say stubborn at times, looked behind him and just started reversing on the highway trying to get back to that off. And the cop that had told us to get off actually came up to us and said, "You're stuck now, so go forward." And it was at that point I realized we're not going to get home for a while, so I went to sleep. And Brent trekked through the evening and through the night and got us home safely at 8 o'clock the next morning.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, it's a funny story looking back that we kind of reminisce on, but it does show, I think, just somebody had mentioned it last night at the rehearsal dinner, just his steadfast spirit, that he's a steadfast person and he's always willing to do what he needs to, and ready to go above and beyond. And you know, I could have offered to drive, but he knew, I guess he didn't, God was going to help, but was always willing to do what he needed to. And that year was actually, at some moments, one of the lowest points in my life. And I remember there was never, ever a time where I would call him or text him and he would not drop absolutely anything he was doing, anything he was busy with, to come and to talk to me, to come and just listen to me, to come and play ping pong if I just needed some company or something like that. And now you get to inherit just those golden qualities that you already know. And I'm incredibly honored just to be his brother and to know that there's so many ways that he's such a better man than I am. And now I'm incredibly grateful to have you as a sister, and you are an incredibly adventurous person and incredibly determined. incredibly bold, and I think you guys fit so well together. And as someone who knows that marriage, when two people commit to one another, it is such a beautiful thing, and it only gets more beautiful with time. And which is probably why I was almost in tears watching my wife walk down the aisle as a bridesmaid, even more than when she was a bride. And so I wish the best to both of you. I can't wait to see the adventures that you guys go on. And the beauty is that this is only the beginning. I'm incredibly proud and incredibly grateful to just be here with you. I love you. Brent and Molly.